brothel is really searching for God. Well, today it's everybody searching the internet for pornography is really searching for God.
Oh, I thought you said surfing.
Yeah.
Like you surf
well, they
the
call
internet.
it, searching, but they do. It's called surfing.
Oh, okay.
So we call
okay.
we're surfing the internet, and so he called it surfing for God.
Well, yes, they're trying to fill a void.
Exactly.
And what this is saying is that actually they're trying to fill it, but that's not the answer. It is a relationship with God.
Right.
Well, the interesting thing is now it's spreading to women.
That's right. It's faster. It's growing faster among women now. And anyway, yeah, it's a big issue. And you know, I've tried to help men for years.
What would you say?
Very ill-equipped to do it, but I feel like I've got to understand some things about how to help people now.
If a young man were watching this and has this problem, what would you say?
Or an old man.
Okay.
Or an old man. That's right.
What would you say? What's the beginning step to break this addiction?
Well, I think he's made it if he's honest. If he goes to someone that he trusts and finds someone that. You know, reading the book, Surfing for God, there's a number of decent books out there. There's good stuff on the internet. You can find help. But find someone you trust and talk to them about it. And that's the first step is honesty and accountability. But it's more than just accountability. Because I used accountability for 30 years and saw very little help. It's a deeper understanding. I think there's a healing that needs to take place. My wife and I minister through listening, healing, prayer. We talk about where these things started. There's some understanding that God has given us legitimate desires and needs, but we try to fulfill those with the wrong things. You know, we want intimacy. We want physical relationships. We want all that, and so this cheap lie offering comes to us, and you don't have to be a man. You don't have to have strength. You don't have to be sensitive or patient or be in a relationship. You just got it on demand, and it's push after push after push after push, and it actually physically changes your brain.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can watch secular stuff, and the seculars agree with us. This is horrible, truly addictive stuff. It's not just the Christians. It's men who are atheists are trying to get off of the porn. It's a horrible thing.
How does it change the brain?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm not an
you can put on your biological hat.
Yeah, but any kind of activity that brings pleasure, whether it be sexual or eating or anything like that, releases certain chemicals, endorphins. If you've heard of those, and there's some other chemicals too, and you actually build pathways in your brain that it's a true addiction. Without it, you start to feel depressed or you shake, or just like if you've got a heroin addiction.
So it's a chemical reaction that you get addicted to feeling.
Yes.
And you need it's being stimulated. And it's almost like then a drug.
Sure.
Okay.
So it's similar to when people who like to parachute or bungee jump, they like the adrenaline rush.
Yeah. And God made us to have that. Right? He designed us to have that.
Right.
And but when it's not in the, you know, we talk about the boundaries, the confines that God has set, then it's destructive. You know?
Would there be any passages in the Bible that you would recommend? Studying or memorizing?
Other than poking out your eye. Well, there's lots of things about taking every thought captive to Christ.
Okay.
But you know, I do not want to minimize the truth of the Word working in our lives and the Holy Spirit using it. But I've heard testimony after testimony and experience in my own life and with others who, Michael Cusack himself worked with Larry Crabb, who I consider one of the best Christian psychologists in the nation, and he describes himself. He says, honestly, I was the up and coming Christian superstar. I was in demand as a speaker. I was under the tutelage of Larry Crabb.